Good afternoon, volleyball fans, and you are still tuning in here in Quick Set, powered by Smart 5G. This is the Shakey Super League rematch of the Palarong Pambansa. First of all, Immaculate Conception won in 3 sets against St. Paul earlier for the battle for bronze in Division 2. Meanwhile, for Division 1, it is De La Salle who prevailed against EAC. For our Division 2 finals matchup, it is the Muscola International School who won against the Everest International Academy in 3 straight sets as well. And of course, our most awaited Palarong Pambansa matchup between the National University Nazareth School and Bacolod Taitung. And of course, as part of its commitment to the grassroots development of volleyball in the country, the Shakey Super League has been holding several volleyball summer camps in 4 different areas. The volleyball summer camps were held in Barangay San Vicente Covered Court in Santa Maria, Bulacan, and another recently concluded at the Barangay Masambong Covered Court in Quezon City, which was attended by reigning UAAP Rookie of the Year, Shaina Natura. The volleyball camp at Trevi Executive Village in Marikina City also recently concluded, while the camp at Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan, Laguna ended last May 30. And now let's see sino nga ba ang magwawagi between these two much-awaited high school teams. Will it be the Nazareth School or will it be Bacolod Taitung High School?
From 20 teams here in our Division 1, the former Lady Baby Falcon now spreading her wings, barking as an NU Lady Bullpup is Sam Cantada. But on the other side of the court, blooming itong on the side of Bacolod Taitung High School, that's Rosal Mendralejo, the ever so reliable for the Thunderbolts. Finals po tayo in the Division 1, National University Nazareth School kontra Bacolod Taitung High School. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. This is our final matchup, final day of our Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League Rising Stars Cup. Para sa ating playoff bracket,
you have here in the quarterfinals, nagharap ang EAC and NUNS. But NUNS was the winning of that game, and we had Bacolod Taitung facing against a familiar adversary. We have De La Salle and it was Taitung who won in that game.
sabi ko nga sa'yo ngayon, barking on the side of NU Nazareth School. Pero pag-usapan muna natin itong naging journey ng NU Nazareth School dito sa ating Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League.
And very familiar faces here we have today in our game. But saying in terms of history here of NUNS and Shakey's, they actually finished first in their pool and defeated the reigning champions of this league, which is Adamson University, during the quarterfinals. And just yesterday, concluded in a game, they defeated EAC in the semifinals in 3-0.
But there was really one player who stood up in those games kahit na sunod-sunod from Palarong Pambansa, Ilocos Norte, and heading dito sa San Juan. It was really Sam Cantada.
Sam Cantada, after the semifinals round, having 53 points and an average of 10.6 points per game. I am speechless when it comes to this player right here. And every time we are graced with the presence of Sam Cantada, there's nothing more than high expectations ang meron dito sa batang to.
She is also our reigning UAAP Girls Volleyball MVP and first best outside spiker. Last season, siyang second best outside spiker. At ngayon, tingnan natin kung anong magiging contribution niya later on. On the other side of the court, of course, their protagonists, etong Bacolod Taitung High School.
Bacolod Taitung High School, also a familiar face here in Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational. They finished first in their pool, Pool B, defeated the tall FEU squad in the quarterfinals, and defeated a very familiar adversary here in the semifinals, the De La Salle with a clean slate. Both teams are just so exciting to watch here, Daphne.
And now, sabi nga natin, from 20 teams in the Division 1, we're down to the best 2 squads. And for our pusop.com player in focus, at ito nga, presented by pusop.com, join now for free.
Game alone yesterday, she had 18 points coming from 18 attacks. The rising star of Bacolod Taytong is none other than Rose Almendralejo. Filled with a lot of pride and bravery, this player right here is making a statement not only here in Shakey's Girls Volleyball League but also all over the Philippines and the recently concluded Palarong Pambansa.
Speaking of which, we kept on emphasizing yung naging journey nila sa Palarong Pambansa kung saan itong dalawang teams na to, very familiar foes. Well, itong NCR nga, represented sila ng NU Nazareth School. So they defeated itong Western Visayas, spoiling that three-peat supposedly. So nagkaroon sila ng 3 straight sets na panalo. Talking about itong NU Nazareth School or NCR, they were able to redeem yung championship crown para sa side ng NCR.
Well, I must say, it is a very heartfelt loss that Palarong Pambansa defeat by Western Visayas, you know, gunning for that three-peat. Having these scores is very unfamiliar coming from Bacolod Taytong. Well, they are well known to be a really good team, but this is the score that they have presented in Palarong Pambansa.
But another throwback naman yung 2023 natin na Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League kung saan itong Bacolod Taytong High School won over itong NU Nazareth School. Kaya ang nagkaroon ng podium finish ay itong Bacolod Taytong High School. So it goes to show that this is actually the first ever finals appearance dito sa Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League for NU Nazareth School.
Well, let's see how these teams will handle themselves here in our championship, coming from that momentum in the Palarong Pambansa and having a clean slate victory here in our league, Daphne.
Meron nowhere to go but up para sa side ng Bacolod Taytong High School, rather dahil nung 2023 nga, bronze sila, last season naman, silver, and right now, they are eyeing to go for that gold. And finals matchup po para sa ating Division 1, NU Nazareth School kontra Bacolod Taytong High School in just a while.
Don't worry, be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry.
Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Antonio Espartero. Second referee, Ray Galve. Let us now meet the starters for both teams. First, for the Nazareth School of National University Lady Bullpups. Let's start with our outside hitter, number 1, Denday Lisan. Milwaukee, number 6, Janacob. Opposite hitter, our team captain at number 8, Harleen Zerneche. Milwaukee, number 12, Bella Cruz. Setter, number 13, Ray Navarro. Outside hitter, number 20, Sam Cantada. Starting libero at number 17, Tash Doroha. Head coach of the Lady Bullpups, Carl Di Maculangan. Calling on the starters of the Bacolod Taytong Thunderbolts. Let's start with our opposite hitter, number 2, Alex Bertolano. Setter, number 4, John Pulak. Outside hitter, number 6, Rose Almendralejo. Milwaukee, number 9, Amor Bartolome. Outside hitter, number 10, Ana Hermosura. Milbacher and their team captain at number 12, Donna De Leon. Starting libero at number 19, Rhea Tomas. Head coach of the Thunderbolts, Ian Macariola.
New champions will be crowned later on for our Division 1 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League Rising Stars Cup. In celebration of our 50th anniversary in Shakey's, meron po tayong 2 new teams in the Division 1, but still, familiar faces we are seeing here. But again, bagong kampiyon po ang magkakaroon mamaya right after this final match.
I must say, Daphne, for those who haven't witnessed this showdown in Lawag, this is their chance to see broadcasted all over the Philippines. I would also like to greet the viewers from Visayas. Mayong hapon sa inyo tanan, kag maayo nga pagtanaw, subong.
And of course, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. After Cristóbal with Jelina Lucena later on. Some stories from Mikey Abueg. Set number 1 underway. And this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. First point belongs on the side of NU Nazareth School.
NUNS drawing blood here for our first set with a simple yet stylish point with that very easy drop coming from Jeneline Jacob.
Sweet drop for Jen Jacob. Again, sila po ang ating UAAP champions this season 87. Our palarong pambansa champions as well for NU Nazareth School.
Aggressive hit from Taitung to cause that scramble in the side of NUNS, courtesy of Rose Almendrelejo.
Rose Almendrelejo, great threat she made at the net. She was also part of our individual awardees last season for our 2024 Shakey's GVIL. Siya ang ating first best outside spiker. Navarro, activation again from the middle. Ando ng ating last season's best libero, Thomas. Setting it up dito kay Hermosura.
Familiar name here in our tournament, making a sound as early as now here for Taitung. And we gotta say, there have been a lot of adjustments in the lineup of Taitung coming from Palarong Pambansa. We didn't see a Hermosura or De Leon there. And now, it's a different type of showdown that we're having today, Daphne.
Yup, their leadership is necessary for Bacolod Taitung High School. What a reverse setup, but what a dig though for Sam Cantada. Misread
A little
by
bit of swagging already as early as now, courtesy of the team captain of NUNS, Harleen Cerneche, targeting down the line.
Harleen Cerneche, one of also the main gunners here for NU Nazareth School. Kaya nagiging full rotation din sila on their end. Hermosura just using the hands of the blockers.
Gonna love how you heard that sound coming from that hit by Hermosura, full of intent and just breaking the block of NU.
Yung sinasabi nating palo talaga for Hermosura. 3 serving 2. Again, Bacolod Taitung High School, our silver medalists last season.
Could see Taitung now will be targeting Denday Lisan, one of the, kind of weak passers of NUNS here all throughout the tournament.
That was Coach Hayan Macariola, the head coach of Bacolod Taitung High School. Hermosura again. But defense on point here for the white shirts. Bulak, reverse setup. Goes to the right pin.
Gonna love the showdown of these spikers coming from both teams. She's actually the sister of Eliza Bertolano, who's used to play in UP and now playing for Farm Fresh.
So from the collegiate scenes, yung kanyang sister now plays in the pro. At ngayon, kapatid niya naman ang nagbibigay ng ingay dito sa high school division. Almendrelejo from behind.
Smart attack, pocketing that at the end line of the cross court. The side of NUNS. That was a smart move coming from Rose Almendrelejo. being crowned one of the best open hitters in Palarong Pambansa. That will really give you the pride and, the confidence that you need in playing this sport.
Meanwhile, Bertolano, too much sauce from that service hit. And Bacolod Tung High School just on top here by a point. Bacolod Tung High School with their back-to-back finals appearance. And yung Nazareth School, first time po nila na maka-enter dito sa finals. Lagi silang fourth placer. So, there's something different about the lineup of NU Nazareth School. But talking about difference, Donna De Leon for Bacolod Tung High School.
Denial on the net. Perfect guarding there of Bella Cruz by Donna De Leon. And a difference in the lineup of NU now is that they don't have Jaila Adrao, which they had in Palarong Pambansa, but they have Rain Alonzo and Sam Cantada in their bench.
De Leon trying to go for that back-to-back points on their end. Bulak. Miscommunication though on their end. That will be a lucky point here for NU Nazareth School.
Miscommunication by John Rose Bulak to De Leon. But I could really see that they were aiming for a fast play there. Since, we have a fairly slow blocker here on the side of NUNS.
Right now, we got a story coming from Mikey. Mikey, take it away.
Coach Carl Di Maculangan's hopes are all high for the Lady Bullpups to get that Grand Slam. Just a little history for you guys. These girls won the championship last UAAP season 87, the championship in Palarong Pambansa just a week ago, and are now aiming to get that crown here in GVIL. What makes this more special is that this is actually the first time the whole team played in the lineup all together, since some weren't able to play in the UAAP and Palarong Pambansa. And of course, they are also hoping for a great send-off to their seniors. So let's see if the blue and gold can finally get their first gold here in GVIL. Balik sa inyo, Daphne Angelina.
That's gonna be very difficult, Mikey, for NU Nazareth School, as Rose Almendralejo seems to be on a mission for redemption for Bacolod Tung High School after that crucial hit.
Telling you, Daphne, that loss in Palarong Pambansa was a really heartfelt loss for Bacolod Tung High School. And I know in this game right here, they will be doing their best.
That Smart Power Up play was brought to you by Smart's Power All at 99. Load now. NU Nazareth School, sila nag-spoil dun sa supposedly three-peat sa Palarong Pambansa ng Bacolod Tung High School or ng Western Visayas. But right now, Bacolod Tung High School will also have a chance to spoil yung supposed din na 3 gold medals nila in just this year for NU Nazareth School. The serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and a Mojo's now.
Good target in between of Hermosura and Almendralejo there. Bertolano was not able to receive that ball. But that is an error by Isabella Cruz from NUNS.
Up by 2 points itong Bacolod Tung High School. If we would just see, Jelena, yung naging stats nila dun sa naging Palarong Pambansa matchup nila just last week. Wala ngang Donna De Leon sa kanilang koponan. There was also Hermosura for the Thunderbolts. Pero ngayon, imagine yung ibang energy, yung leadership na pinapakita nila inside the court for their team.
And that was a solid block coming from Bartolome in the middle, guarding Denise Dailisan.
Access denied and no entry for Bartolome. Bulak with that service. Navarro underhand setup. Goes to the left pin. Thomas nandoon. Almendralejo using the hands of the blockers.
Living up to the hype that she has been encapsulated on. Rose Almendralejo keeps on outsmarting with that check ball right there from the hands of Jeneline Jacob.
NU Nazareth School knows who to guard, and that is Rose Almendralejo. But Rose just variety, just giving so much varies in terms of her attacks ngayon. A quick timeout will be necessary.
Fuel your peak with the right hydration, with the right minerals. Summit Natural Drinking Water. Rise to the summit.
And now, full pack po tayo in Salle Green Hills here in San Juan for our final showdown in the Division 1 Bacolod Taitong High School. Trying to redeem themselves from that heartbreaking loss in the palarong pambansa, going up against the NU Nazareth School. Their first final appearance dito sa ating Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. That's a main playmaker of Bacolod Taitong High School.
We have a lot of viewers here now, Daphne, but also in the virtual screen, we have a lot of viewers coming from Bacolod City, and we would like to greet them again. Amayong hapon and kag maayo nga pagtanaw diri subong sa aton.
And right now, much needed pause there for Coach Carl. As ngayon, nagkakaroon na tayo ng activation ulit sa gitna.
I think the difference here coming from Palaro is that we have a much more balanced defense and offense on both sides. You know, having Rose Almendralejo, Bartolome, Donna De Leon, and Hermosura playing for Bacolod Taitong. And on the side of NUNS, we have Sam Cantada, Denise Dailisan, Harleen Cerneche, you know, powering through with those attacks.
Pero ngayon, mukhang mahihirapan silang pahintuin itong Bacolod Taitong High School dahil pati si Bertolano nagbibigay ng ambag for the Thunderbolts. Whistle blown here by our second referee. There was a net touch. Bonus point para sa NU Nazareth School.
Net touch here by Bartolome. You could see the aggressiveness in terms of defending the net so that parang dun pa lang mag-establish na sila ng point system nila.
So far, biggest lead at 4 here. Grand slam from the middle by Bartolome.
Great quick attack and good setup by John Rose Bulak there. Reading blockers were late during the time.
Perfect setup there for Bulak as after scoring from the middle, Bartolome will be in the service area. Navarro reverses. Choosing Cerneche. Miscommunication though.
Communication by John Rose and Bertolano. Taitong is playing a fairly good game right now, and NUNS is having a hard time mixing things up on their end.
Pero itong NU Nazareth School, tinalo nila ang Adamson University during the quarterfinals in 2 straight sets. Almost a block point there for De Leon. Free ball, opportunity here. Bertolano goes to Hermosura. Thomas, nandoon. Reverse setup. Great guard at the net. That swipe from De Leon wouldn't work. Sam trying to adjust. Bulak to Hermosura. Fortunately, that will sail out.
Error by Ana Hermosura, giving a chance to NUNS. And you could really see yung pagod doon sa rally na yon, Daphne. Both teams, medyo nahingal doon.
Ang ganda rin ng blockings for both of these teams. Aside dun sa depensa, dun din yung guard nila sa net. De Leon, access denied!
Solid block by Isabella Cruz. In the middle, binantayan niya talaga si Donna De Leon. And if you're really the middle from NUNS, you would get that percentage blocking with Donna De Leon because you know she's a threat in the middle.
Cruz says, not in my home. Bulak, reverse setup. Bertolano, unit response.
Yeah. Sam Cantada was there, but a little bit late on the blocking, giving a chance for that powerful hit for Alex Bertolano.
Just a 2-point game early here in our first set. Pero Bacolod Taitong High School, pinapangalagaan po nila yung kalamangan na meron sila dito. They go to Sam. Off the blockers.
Sam Cantada making a sound here in our first set with that powerful hit. You know, you gotta love Sam Cantada because every time she gets blocked or every time that she commits an error, she finds other ways or she tries as soon as possible as she can to make another point.
And that will be service ace on the side of NU Nazareth School. Deadlock tayo at 14.
There was a 5-point deficit a while ago on the side of NUNS. But now, we have a 14-point deadlock.
From the biggest lead for Bacolod Taitong High School at 4. Ngayon, tabla na po tayo at 14. And this would also mean a chance for Harleen Zernich and the rest of the NU Nazareth School to take over the lead. Bulak. They go to her, Masura.
Just breaking down the wall, the hands of Navarro slipping through. Look at that attack. Could see perfect contact with that ball. And before Rose Almendralejo was stepping up into the scene, we had Ana Hermosura here for Bacolod Taitong High School, who was a really consistent and a prominent player for their squad.
What a dig there by Tomas, keeping things alive here in set number 1. Bulak. Jump sets, choosing Almendralejo.
Mendralejo on a roll here now. And definitely we're having a different story compared to Palarong Pambansa, Daphne.
That Smart Power Up play was brought to you by Smart's Power All at 99. Load now. Hermosura. Now in the service area, her squad is on top here by 2. Make that 1. Too much muscle.
Outside because of wrong contact on that ball right there.
And right now, Jelena will be having a double substitution on the side of Coach Carl, Peñol, and Alonzo.
Alonzo in front will be a trouble for Bacolod Taitong. Daphne, she is one of the best players from the girls division.
Former part of the FU Diliman program, now finding her new home in NU Nazareth School. 1-point game. What a serve, Almendralejo. Trying for a better angle, but that will sail out. Deadlock at 16.
I think that play was a little bit premature to begin with kasi hindi pa sinet up ng maayos. I get the intent na they wanted to have a fast play, but it was quite low for Rose.
Tabla po tayo at 16 dito sa ating gold medal match. What a serve by Sam. At ngayon, lalamang po ng 1 puntos ang NU Nazareth School.
Sam Cantada with that powerful service.
And right now, a much-needed pause will happen here in our first set.
Tita! Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus on Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Sam Cantada has been scoring a lot of points here from the service area. Kaya quick post ang kinailangan dito ng Bacolod Taitong High School. Right now, sila ang naghahabol na 1 puntos to tie things up dito sa ating unang set. Division 1 Finals po tayo and a chance to earn a gold medal dito sa ating Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League.
Powerful statement attack coming from the left pin by Rose Almendralejo. And you gotta see how she soars above the blockers. Even if yung blocker niya is standing at already 6 flat, Daphne.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, itong si Rose Almendralejo, di rin siya sobrang nagamit nung finals match nila because she suffered from an injury. Kaya ngayon, for sure, malaking tulong yung ibibigay niya for Bacolod Taitong High
She
School.
had a minor sprain or she had cramps during that time and she landed on her foot kind of uneasily. Kaya she had to sit out most of the time of the championship match in Palarong Pambansa. But now, we're seeing a glimpse of what she could have shown during that time.
Complete different story here in our 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Quick shoutout lang po with everyone who's catching us live on our live stream channels on pusop.com, on Facebook. I hope you guys are enjoying itong ating finals matchup in the Division 1. Deadlock at 18, 20,000 viewers. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And meron po tayong 13,000 viewers on Facebook.
Great cross-court and sharp angling by Denise Dailisan, who's hailing from Davao City.
Pero ngayon, yung double substitution, ibabalik ni Coach Carl.
What's nice to see is before, they've been here in the stage of Shakey's, they were actually mga magkakalaban na sila before in their respective cities. Ray Navarro being art of St. John's Institute before going to NUNS, and Samantha Coha being part of that squad as well, has already faced this, familiar squad in Bacolod City.
Tapos ngayon, dito ulit sila magtatagpo in a bigger tournament, just like our Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League, deadlock at 19. Great serve from Rose. That drop, seeing that sweet spot.
Medyo alanganin pa yung set ni Navarro doon kay Jacob. But, hang time helps here for Jenilyn as she throws that into the donut hole.
Challenging the defenders here for Bacolod Taitong High School. Substitution muna ang ipapagawa dito ni Coach Hayan. Scene first in action, itong si Dosaila. Pagpapahingin muna itong si Almendralejo. Siya nagiging target sa service. Hermosura, papalo. Over-receive. Chance to counter for her squad. Second time around. Adjusting to that setup.
Nonchalant tip there for Hermosura. That was a hard shot right there kasi medyo dumikit yung set ni Bulak sa net. So she had no other option but to push the ball.
Just using her left hand actually. Siya pa kumuha ng first ball. What a serve. Coming from Bartolome. From the right pin. No one was there.
Arlene Cerneche with her signature move coming from the right side post of the court. That was a good angle right there, having Dosaila, miscalculating that line. Stating earlier, Samantha Coha, also from Bacolod City, coming from St. John's Institute, now the service specialist for NUNS.
Kakalabanin niya muna ang kanyang hometown for Sam. At ngayon, ang kanyang koponan, lamang dito ng 1 puntos. What a serve. Challenging itong si Tomas off speed. Navarro. We go to Sam, high ball. Ando si Bulak. Reverse setup. You go to the right pin. No one was there.
Donna Bartol De Leon was a little bit late on that block right there. And Hermosura was a little bit late as well on her end, causing that gap for Harleen Cerneche to smash through.
Biggest lead para sa NU Nazareth School now at 2. Bulak, reverse setup. Much needed point here.
Good angling by Alex Bertolano. She saw that down the line hit was already open on the side of the left post.
Down to a 1-point game dito sa ating unang set. Navarro adjusting to that one. Free ball. Bulak to De Leon. Still, great save we saw there from Doroha.
No, one of the things that I was trying to say earlier is that NUNS is a very decorated team in terms of individual awards and team awards as well. And we have here Atasha Doroha, the reigning best libero coming from Palarong Pambansa. And what you could expect from her in this game is that she will really give a hard time to Bacolod Taitung in terms of, scoring attack points with her strong defense in the back, leading the other receivers.
Pero kung libero lang din pag-uusapan natin, syempre, andyan din si Reyami Tomas, our last season's best libero. Manning the floor defense for Bacolod Taitong High School. They go to Sam!
Sam
authority!
Cantada in the middle of the block. You know, when she didn't get that on the first try with a single blocker in front of her, she gets that sa dalawang blocker. So it just goes to say that Sam Cantada is a different kind of player.
Although that will be a lucky break here for Bacolod Taitong High School after that service. Way too long. Deadlock at 23. Babalik itong si Rose Almendralejo para sa Bacolod Taitong High School. That would mean a headache for NU Nazareth School.
Almendralejo now in front is a threat for NUNS. But on the other side, we still have Sam Cantada in front. That would be outside for Bacolod Taitong High School, giving the advantage of a 1-point lead for NUNS.
And with that, Jelena, ito si Coach Ayan will not settle for less. At ngayon, timeout muna tayo.
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Lamang po dito na isang puntos ang NU Nazareth School. That's Alex Bertolano of the Bacolod Taitong High School. 24 serving 23. Great call for time there for Coach Ayan.
Costly error by Sam Cantada here. And now we tie things up to extend the set.
Deadlock at 24. Navarro, 1-2 play. Nabasa yan. Bertolano choosing Almendralejo with that off-speed. Chance here to counter for the Thunderbolts. They go to Almendralejo off the blockers.
Almendralejo taking advantage of the distance of Cruz from the net. You could see that she left a gap there between her and the net. Easily pocketing through that is Almendralejo.
Ngayon naman si Coach Carl na magpapatawag ng timeout.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Donna De Leon trying to lead her squad here with their set point opportunity dito sa ating opening set. Again, Donna De Leon then played during the Palarong Pambansa recently, just last week. Pero ang ganda ng sagot doon and perfect yung pagtawag dito ng timeout ni Coach Carl Di Makulangan.
Denise Dailisan showing up for her team when she is needed most. You know, she's one of those quiet players here for NUNS. And when she is being set it up on, she delivers, Daphne.
At ngayon, deadlock ulit tayo at 25.
Mind you, this is the first set pa lang.
Navarro goes to the left pin using the hands off the blocker.
Yep, Denise Dailisan checking out from the hands of Bartolome with that hit. She actually didn't have the time to approach well and just did a vertical jump.
Back-to-back points here for Den Dailisan on deck to serve. That's Isabel Cruz trying to adjust with that first ball. Opportunity here for NU Nazareth School. They go to the middle.
Jeneline Jacob powering through with that quick attack and smart play coming from Ray Navarro.
Jen Jacob leading para dito sa side ng NU Nazareth School. Trying to twist things up from being behind by 4 points. Extended opening set from scoring her first point earlier. Sa umpisa nitong unang set, ayun, siya rin ang tatapos para sa ating unang set. NU Nazareth School, 27-25.
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on, we still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
My future.
Right? What's the plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Bacolod Taitong High School dropping the first set as NU Nazareth School was able to secure that one courtesy of Jacob scoring yung unang point at yung final point na kinilangan nila dito sa ating opening set.
Well, great showmanship on the side of Bacolod Taitung, delivering powerful attacks and smart plays coming from Bulak. But definitely, it was the offense and the experience that this National University squad has got from their recent Palarong Pambansa stint that has delivered this first set win.
27-25 is our score. Lamang ng 3 puntos in terms of attacks itong Bacolod Taitong High School.
And we can see here in terms of errors, 4 yung lamang ng Bacolod Taitung doon sa NUNS.
And this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite Thin Crust Pizza and Chicken and Mojos now. Set number 2 underway. Right after this match again, we kept on highlighting this one, but we will be having new champions for our 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Back-to-back final stint po para sa Bacolod Taitong High School and Nazareth School. First ever finals appearance nila dito sa ating tournament.
That was a powerful hit coming from the right pin of the court, courtesy of Alex Bertolano. So, you know, pag magsama tong si Bartolome, si Rosal Medrelejo, and si Bertolano in front, you really need to know who to mark or sino man ang kailangan yung bantayan ng maayos or at least establish that block for them to guide the defense.
So far, high efficiency ang nakikita natin dito. Every time na itong si Navarro set up dito sa gitna.
And
si Jacob, yeah.
We could see itong advantage si Jen Jacob, no? Grabe, ang gaan niya talagang tumalon. And speaking of magaan sa loob ni Harleen Cerneche, ang pagbantay sa net with that point, stepping that back to the court of Bacolod Taitung.
That would mean another bucket here for NU Nazareth School. Tabla tayo sa 2 puntos. Great pickup at the back. Access denied here for Bacolod Taitong High School.
Harleen Cerneche is gonna feel that one with a solid block coming from Rose Almendrelejo. Wow. Gotta love how solid that block was, Daphne.
After that solid block, she will go straight to the service area. Her team is on top by a point.
Service goes outside. Error for Tung.
Again, those errors really, baga dun sa naging costly yun, dun, especially no last part ng ating unang set. Because taking a look at our stats earlier, lumamang sila ng 4 points in terms of those errors. Imagine if di nila na-produce yun.
Error for Sam Cantada with ball control. Still giving the lead to Bacolod Tung.
Just recently, 4 players from NU Nazareth School committed sa college program ng NU, Dailisan, Cerneche, Jacob, as well as De La Peña. Reverse setup.
That would be the second block point against Harleen Cerneche. She might want to adjust the sets and the way she places the ball here if she wants to score a point for her team.
This time it was Hermosura who was able to guard her spike in here. That's Bartolome. Underhand setup. We go to Cantada, the lefty. Great pickup from Bartolome. This time, kung block party ang gusto nyo, present din po. Ito si Sam Cantada.
Grabe, exchanging of the blocks here. Solid block by Sam Cantada against Alex Bertolano.
Just a 1-point game dito sa ating second set. That was Harleen Cerneche with that massive service from the left pin. Great cross-court kill here for Hermosura.
Good placement, knowing that Atasha Doroja was a little bit inside of the court there to get that ball.
2-point game dito sa ating second set. Great guard at the net, pero doon din ang depensa for NU Nazareth School.
Love seeing that Sam Cantada asking for one more chance after that denial on the net, Daphne.
Wiser spike there for Sam Cantada. At ngayon, babalik sa isang puntos na lang ang hahabulin ng NU Nazareth School. What a serve.
Service ace on point. And just when they needed it. You know, I think what will set the tone here for both teams is kung sino man yung team na first mag-minimize ng errors nila and polished yung movement inside the court as well as good decision-making in terms of plays.
But this time,
as I was saying, right on cue, Sam Cantada causes an error.
But take note, kanina mukhang, actually munti ka na makula ng Bacolod itong high school, yung set number 1. Dito sa ating tournament, wala pang na-drop na set. Itong NU Nazareth School.
Good service and hard service from Ana Hermosura, targeting Atasha Doroja.
Hermosura helping her squad to be on top by 2 points. Eight serving 6 this time. That will sail out.
Good read by Atasha Doroja.
But just observing itong body language ng NU Nazareth School, well, I covered din yung game nila kontra Adamson. Masasabi ko mas energetic actually sila ngayon. Parang all business.
Yeah.
Medyo mas fierce talaga sila. Very serious yung aura nila, I must say. But
what about that hit
De Leon.
Yeah. Fierce lang pinag-uusapan, Daphne. Yun, fierce talaga yun.
Yun ang fierce. Donna De Leon with that hit from the middle.
No one was just there to defend that ball.
Great service. Dailisan with that pickup. Cantada with that push. Bulak goes to Rose.
That is inside, and a 3-point lead will be handed over to Bacolod Taitung High School here.
Right on the line, actually. With that hit, bilang bumagsak sa may
Yeah.
linya. Biggest lead here in our second set at 3. Ngayon,
Jeneline Acob, straight to the head of Alex Bertolano. With that power, buti na lang, tinip niya lang, Daphne. Paano pa kaya pag pinalo niya yun?
Patakov. The sportsmanship though, immediately apologizing dito kay Bertolano. Alvaro, the playmaker here for NU Nazareth School. Not the best first ball. Almendralejo adjusting.
Smart down the line hit by Rosa Mendrelejo. Actually, medyo alanganin na yung set na yun kanina. And she just tried to push it down the line. Kasi medyo bitin yung set ni Bulak.
Makikita mo kay Almendralejo kung paano niya iniiba-iba yung mga atake niya. Just when everyone's expecting na sobrang lalakas ng palo niya. Yan din siya mga off-speed attacks. They go to Rose Almendralejo again and again and again.
If you are NUNS, you won't be handing over free balls for Taitung to convert, knowing that Rose Almendralejo is in front.
And right now, a timeout will be called here for Coach Carl. Babalik po.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Welcome back to the Shakey Super League Girls Volleyball Invitational League. The girls from Bacolod Taitung are extra motivated today because their parents literally traveled 100 miles just to show up and support them here at the venue today. The girls even mentioned how their families have sacrificed a lot, including their time and financially, just to make it here today. Actually, Donna De Leon's mom just arrived here in Manila a few hours before this game has started. Kaya naman ay talagang hindi raw nila sasayangin, and they will make sure that everything will be worth it for them and for their families. Daphne, Angelina?
Thank you so much, Mikey, for that report. Well, last quarterfinals game, na-mention din na halos 1 month na hindi na nila nakakasama yung families nila because they've been really competing with a lot of tournaments. At ngayon, yung parents na nila mismo, yung families na nila mismo, yung lumapit sa kanila just to support them dito sa ating tournament.
And we really look up to these girls, knowing that they, at this age, you know, they sacrifice a lot for their future and for the love of the game, Daphne.
Right after the timeout, point converted here, make that back-to-back points for NU Nazareth School as Sam Cantada on point with her blockings too.
Second block point for Sam Cantada in this set. And for the part of Taitung, I think they really need to adjust here, that knowing Sam Cantada is in front, not only... But
meanwhile, kontra Toroha, but
grabe yung middles ng dalawang team. They're really aggressive today, and you could really feel the heat coming from the middle attacks.
I have no words.
Napatigil ako dun, Daphne, sa ini-explain ko kanina.
Para ayoko bigla maging libero kung ako si Doroha. You go to the right pin. But that will sail out. But our first referee,
line ball will be called for Harleen Cerneche. Kita mo yung nervyos dun sa mukha niya eh. Kanina, outside yung palo ko. You can see in slow motion here that it is inside. And the first referee clarified the call.
So Bacolod Taito High School tried to negotiate with that one, pero syempre hatol yun ng ating first referee. Puntos para sa side ng NU Nazareth School. They are behind by 2 points. Bulak goes to Bartolome with that off-speed attack. Cantada. What a sacrifice there for Tomas. Ball is still alive. Off-speed. Tomas again. All around the court. Navarro goes to Cantada, adjusting to that one. Bertolano setting it up to her. Mosura. What a sacrifice.
Almost good save coming from Denise Dailisan. Good effort coming from both teams right there. And kita natin gaano hinabol ni Dailisan yung bola
At
na yun.
kung gaano tayo umilag.
Kaya nga eh. Inilag.
Nakatakot eh. Lakas ng palo, baka madamay tayo eh. But right now, Jelena up by 3 points. Ito ang Bacolod Taitong High School. 14 serving 11. A chance to make this a 4-point game, but Cantada.
Sam Cantada seeing that down the line opportunity. Medyo bitin yung block ng opposite spiker doon. And she took advantage of that. Good hit coming from Cantada. And we would also like to greet again our viewers from Bacolod City. Maayong hapon sa inyo tanan. Kag taniga pamahaw na kamuda. Samtang gatanaw kamo diri subong saton.
Ano ibig sabihin ng Jelena?
Sinabihan ko silang good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon.
And sana nagme-merienda na sila ngayon.
And right now, another point here for NU Nazareth School. 1-point game na lang dito sa ating second set.
Same scenario as our first set, Daphne. But that is a good check ball coming from Ana Hermosura.
And great setup as well for Bulak. Kneeling setup yon, and Hermosura will deliver from the left pin. Babalik sa 2 puntos ang kalamangan nila.
Gonna appreciate the ball control that both setters are showing.
First ball became a problem, but not for Sam Cantada.
Gotta love how this girl just smiles through every point. No, seeing that misset and that misreception converting.
So again, Coach Carl will have that double substitution on their end.
Cheska Peñol also coming from Bacolod City, also played before for Bacolod Taitung.
Interesting story there for Peñol. Bulak. Great angle for Hermosura.
Good angling by Ana Hermosura. And I think they're also inspired to play in today's game since we're seeing alumni from Bacolod Taitung who are already playing in the UAAP. Have Julian Monares and her sister Joanne in the crowd sitting beside their manager.
Bulak choosing Almendra Lejo.
Good defense by Doroha, but an error committed by Rain Alonso on the net.
There was a net touch for Alonso who was off the bench. At ngayon, 3-point lead for Bacolod Taitong High School.
Now, 3-point lead by Bacolod Taitong High School. It seems to be a similar setup with our first set,
Yeah.
Daphne, but I don't know with the results of this one right here because they seem to be on a roll now. But I love the energy and the smiles coming from the girls from the city of smiles.
And another block point there for Rose Almendra Lejo. Another timeout will be called here for Coach Carl.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Up by 4 points. Etong si Alex Bertolano and the rest of Bacolod Taitong High School dito sa ating second set. Biggest lead din yan noong opening set. So it's up to the Thunderbolts on how they will take care of this lead.
So speaking of the first set, we have seen them lead the set with as much as 5 points, but it's how they end. But you gotta appreciate that hit coming from Dailisan. She was above the blockers at that time. And she's one of those players who have a well-known vertical jump. Even if hindi sila bumuelo ng ganun kalayo, matatamaan talaga yung bola ng maayos.
And then Dailisan is just a rookie on their end. At ngayon, bababa po sa 3 puntos ang kailangan habulin ng NU Nazareth School. 15 serving 18. Point converted for NU Nazareth School right after that timeout. Cantada with that first ball. They go to Dailisan. Denied at the net.
This time, Donna De Leon was there to secure a kill block for Taitung. See that Donna De Leon was ready with that ball. Medyo na-late pa siya ng konti, Daphne, but she was just in time to secure that block.
Just perfect para maibalik ang bola sa side ng NU Nazareth School. 4-point game. Alonzo. Great pickup from Bertolano. Almendralejo. Cantada was there. Dailisan trying to adjust. Bulak. Back to Rose again.
Powerful C hit coming from Rose Almendralejo. Gotta love how she twists her shoulders on that hit and aiming for that open block.
And that smart power up play was brought to you by Smart's Power All at 99. Load now.
Stepping back into the court, we have Harleen Cerneche, team captain, and Ray Navarro, the setter. Hindi pa natin nakikitang ipasok dito is yung palarong crowd favorite, Daphne, na inaabangan siguro ng ating viewers from all over the Philippines. Si Brianna Ang.
Yeah. Great read as tapasobra yung chance ball supposedly on the side of NU Nazareth School. Kaya ngayon, lulobo na po sa 6 na puntos ang kalamangan ng Bacolod Taitong High School, and actually an opportunity on their end to give NU Nazareth School their first set na pagkatalo sa side for the Lady Bullpups.
We have here an opportunity for Bacolod Taitong to finish this set strong by having Taitung down by 7 points. Showing aggressiveness on the net with that regalo defense is Rose Almendralejo.
Maagang pamasko ang hatid ni Rose Almendralejo from the net as her squad is on top here by 7 points. Donna De Leon making it all worth it for her mom who traveled all the way from their hometown here in Manila. 7-point game. Almendralejo again. She's on fire for this finals game.
Grabe, Rose Almendralejo living up to the hype and getting that good point. It actually confused Cantada and Doroha on who's going to defend that ball.
2 points away, itong Bacolod Taitong High School from securing the second set. 1-2 play. Andun si Bertolano. They go to Rose. That wouldn't work this time. Dailisan. Hakob naman. Palitan tayo ng regalo from the net.
Jeneline Jacob with that reinforcement in the middle. You know, akala ng Taitung it was already a good block and going back to a free ball, pero Jeneline Jacob was ready in the middle.
Biggest lead at 8 earlier. 7-point game.
Rose Almendralejo keeps on giving these much needed attacks for Taitung to win this set. And grabe, you love how the contact on the ball is when Rose Almendralejo hits it.
More importantly, bringing her squad now at set point opportunity. No room for errors for NU Nazareth School. Navarro, underhand setup. Choosing Cerneche, access denied! Not in my house!
Solid block coming from Bartolome. And we love to see the parents of these Taitungians.
And especially itong mom, Idona De Leon, present earlier, celebrating that block point. What a way to wrap things up dito sa ating second set. And that solid block coming from Bartolome, bringing her squad, earning set number 2, 25-16.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on, we still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
And now, full pack pa rin po tayo sa Salle Green Hills for our finals matchup in Division 1. This is our 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League Rising Stars Cup. Set number 2, Bacolod Taitung High School was on a mission to make sure that they'll end better in comparison to what happened during set number 1.
And Daphne, saying it again, Taitung wants to win this game for a redemption story coming from Palarong Pambansa, wherein they lost a heartfelt game, gunning for that three-peat. And just as early as now, we have Rose Almendralejo already in 16 points. Wow, those are big numbers in just 2 sets. And we also have Ana Hermosura with 10 points compared to NUNS with the much more spread points here with Denise Dalisan, Jeneline Jacob, and Harleen Cerneche scoring 7 apiece, and Sam Cantada with 8. But we can see here that the errors of NUNS are 5 compared to the 2 of Bacolod Taitung. And in terms of attack, Taitung is also in advantage with 4 points.
This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Block party earlier for Bacolod Taitung High School.
No check ball there with that spike of Denise Dalisan.
And experiencing their first set loss. Itong NU Nazareth School dropping the second set. First point, napunta on the side of Bacolod Taitung High School. Pinabawi, pero Tomas nakaabang doon. Bulak with a jump set. Almendralejo again, 16 points. Just playing for the first 2 sets.
Check ball for Almendralejo on that hit. Akala ng NUNS it was a clean. But I think it should have been a touching on the net that would have been called. Kasi tumama yung kamay ni Navarro sa net.
But right now, 17 points for Rose Almendralejo. What an angle. Ganda ng bantay dito ni Tomas. Almendralejo, back-to-back points here.
Almendralejo having a good game with already 19 points. And I think I saw some leg action going on with Tomas there. Feeling some sort of pain. And definitely Denise Dailisan is having a hard time here scoring against Taitung with Tomas's defense.
But not this time, says Dailisan. She'll be getting that point, challenging itong si Tomas. Again, NU Nazareth School, first time po nila na mag-enter in the finals for our Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Lagi po silang muntikan lang. Lagi po silang fourth. Chance for them to redeem themselves. Pero gandang bantay din ang ginagawa dito.
Good defense on the net by Denise Dailisan. You could see the dominance with that block right there. Binalik agad sa sahig eh.
You know, Jelina, nakuha ng NU Nazareth School yung unang set. What's something they did right during that opening set na pwedeng-pwede nilang gamitin para makuha itong set number 3?
I think the difference, but before going back to that, Daphne, we gotta appreciate that middle hit coming from Bartolome.
Bartolome using her height, but more importantly,
good clipping in the contact there by Bartolome. And going back to your question earlier, I think the difference between the two sets is that NUNS had more stable playmaking during the first set, and that that Taitung was a little bit unfamiliar. Kasi nga naman, iba yung kasama nila ngayon. They have Jen Jacob in front as well in the middle. And also the difference was that they committed less errors as we could have seen in the stats a while ago.
parang lighter din yung aura on the side of Bacolod Taitung High School.
Yeah.
More than wanting to win the game, parang less pressure.
Yeah.
They just really want
Actually,
to enjoy
mas
the game.
less serious sila.
Yeah.
Parang less serious yung sa mukha nila.
Diba?
But, you know, in terms of their action, sila naman yung mindful.
Up by 2 points. Ito ang Bacolod Taitung High School. Bartolome scored a bucket from the middle earlier. Navarro adjusting from that first ball.
Arlene Cerneche was looking for that down-the-line hit or most probably a check ball. But masyadong nalagay sa labas ng court yung bola. I think Ray Navarro now is having a hard time finding that percentage pointer.
Amor Bartolome will be getting a point from the service area. Actually, meron na siyang 6 points so far dito sa ating tournament with the help of the net. But right now, they are on top here by 4 points. Timeout muna tayo.
Hindi aabot ang data.
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Welcome back to the Shakey Super League Girls Volleyball Invitational League. After dropping a set for the first time in this conference, the girls from NU Nazareth gathered all together and regrouped themselves before this set. Sabi nga nila ay hindi ito magiging madali, kaya kailangan nila itong trabahuhin dahil kitang-kita nga raw kung gaano sila gustong talunin at bawian ng Bacolod. Kaya naman ay hindi dapat sila pumayag and they have to work on things one step at a time. And let's see how these girls can do their magic in this set. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Mikey. Indeed, they really need to regroup and take things slowly as Neche will be leading that one dito sa ating third set.
And it's know that they shouldn't be too comfortable in this game. Kasi you're facing off a champion team as well in their respective tournament. And they were the previous Palarong Pambansa champion. So you really know how that loss in Palarong Pambansa felt to them coming into this tournament.
Indeed, revenge time ang mangyayari sa kapanan ng Bacolod Taitong High School as another point will be scored here from the service area, this time coming from Alex Bertolano.
And UNS having a hard time here with the services of Bacolod Taitong High School.
5-point game dito sa ating third set. As Alex Bertolano also doing her best here for her team. Pero ngayon, napasobra ang service doon. Coach Ayan and Coach Carl just on the sidelines dito. They couldn't make them actually sit down. Sobrang hands-on nila sa kanilang koponan, giving some instructions on the side.
Yes, and I'm seeing now a support on the leg of Tomas here for the side of Bacolod Taitong High School. I was asking earlier on how she felt after that, rally kasi parang pinapagpag niya na yung paa niya.
Well, actually, parang may iniinda na nga siya sa kanyang paa. That's gonna be very crucial on the side of Bacolod Taitong High School. But still, kudos dito kay Tomas. Talagang hinaharap niya. Kahit na masakit yung ano niya.
And you committing back-to-back errors here.
But also, substitution was made here for Coach Ayan. Ramos, nasa loob na rin. Navarro.
Parang tayo ni Daphne yung target ni Sam Cantada ngayon. At muntik na naman matamaan ng bola.
Buti na lang medyo nakagilid ako dito.
Paano naman ako?
But I think Donna De Leon, their captain, is clarifying some things dito sa ating unang referee.
Donna De Leon asserting that there was no check ball, but the first referee already made his decision, awarding that point to NUNS. And we gotta love the energy here in the gym right now. Daphne, a lot of supporters for Bacolod Taitong High School and Nazareth University. Nazareth.
Bulak. Choosing Almendralejo. Great guard at the net. Off speed. Wouldn't work. Ball is still in play after that solid block.
Good pocket there by Denise Dailisan. Rejected the first time. And we gotta give credit to Atasha Doroja with that coverage.
And that Smart Power Up play was brought to you by Smart's Power All at 99. Load now. And it seems like they know na andun yung exhaustion on the side of Tomas. 3-point game here in our third set. Cantada overshooting that one. A bonus point para sa Bacolod Taitong High School.
Point for Taitong, and NUNS needs to regroup here to minimize their errors. Kasi yun yung mag-hold back sa kanila para magkasunod-sunod ng points.
De Leon with that strong service. They go to the middle. Ramos was there. Almendralejo. So much power from that kill.
Almendralejo with that smart move. Taking advantage of a much shorter blocker there in the opposite side with Rey Navarro in front.
And that kneeling setup from Bulak. Sinigurado talaga ni Almendralejo, di masasayang yun. Navarro goes to the left pin. Underhand setup. Susubukang mag-adjust. Itong si Dailisan. Puntos muli para sa Bacolod Taito High School.
Have Camila Bartolome scoring in the middle. And you know, as a setter, you want to break that momentum right there kasi sobrang bilis na nangyayari eh. So you give the ball to the middle and score that fast hit.
Navarro goes to the middle as Jacob will deliver for NU Nazareth School.
Good middle attack by Jacob. We haven't heard from her in quite a while, but then she delivers with this point. I think NU also has to utilize the middles as well if they want to inch closer here and minimize the errors.
Yeah. Actually, errors na yun yung nagpe-prevent sa kanila to set up some plays on their end. Pero for Navarro, hindi rin siya makapagbigay sa gitna kasi medyo nagiging shaky din yung first ball nila.
Give credit, of course, to Taitong's hard services and good playmaking decision by Jan Rose Bulak here. And we also love how both teams just don't lose the energy and the aura since the first set.
Bertolano back in action here. After resting for a while, Bulak choosing Almendralejo. Miscommunication though on the side of the Thunderbolts. Bonus na point para sa NU Nazareth School.
Quite a little bit concerned here for Tomas now that she's been limping, Daphne.
Five-point game here in our third set. Bulak choosing Almendralejo with Betolano rather.
Medyo bitin actually yung set and alanganin na hindi maayos yung contact, but that's okay because it's a point for Taitong causing trouble on the side of NUNS.
You know, observing itong NU Nazareth School, sa tingin mo, why are they suddenly stuck on their feet? What went wrong so far dito sa ating third set?
Probably it would be the defense and as well as the playmaking of Taitong. Kasi kanina, in terms of pagbabasa, basa na sila ng Taitong eh.
Yeah. But right now, a timeout will be called here.
Hindi aabot ang data.
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Rose Almendralejo with 20 big points dito sa ating finals matchup in the Division 1. 16 points actually doon sa unang two sets ng
Yeah. And now on her third set, she already has 20 big points.
Going for that floor defense at the back. Hermosura.
Good check ball from Hermosura. And now the tables have turned. Daphne coming from that first set. The momentum and the confidence is on the side of Bacolod Taitong now.
What a match we are witnessing. Bacolod Taitong High School in the driver's seat dito sa ating third set. Much needed point there, this time coming from Cruz.
Good attack and good distance from the net by Isabella Cruz. And you could see there that was a perfect setup by Navarro to get that point. No, earlier talking to some of the NU kids, they said that Bella Cruz is just on her third year playing volleyball. And she really started actually from zero. Yung parang kakahawak niya lang ng bola. And it's really great to see now how these players, not only her, have been evolving and developing all throughout the years that we have been watching Shakey's.
Ito mo slowly nade-develop talaga nila yung skills nila. And it's really not too late on their end. Navarro. Choosing Cantada. Nababantayan na siya dito ng Thunderbolt. Second time around.
Sabi mo, Daphne, nababantayan daw. Naririnig ka niya. Sabi niya, wait lang kasi.
And I like how she actually, alam mo, parang di niya nakukuha ng unang beses. Pero
She
make
will
sure
try
siya.
again, yeah.
Another substitution will be necessary on the side of Coach Carl. Berayo, pasok para sa NU Nazareth School. 7 points ang kailangan nila dito para magtabla tayo at 18.
Also from the island of Negros Occidental, Diza Berayo. Selection before of Bacolod Taitung as well.
Kneeling set up there for Bulak.
Good attack coming from Cantada, taking advantage of that late blockings by Taitung. Was just having a hard time there. I think it would contribute dito yung nararamdaman ni Tomas. Kasi kanina, kahit yung mga super low digs na palo ni Cantada, makukuha niya eh.
Just 6 points and make that 7-point game dito sa ating third set.
Error by NUNS. Having a 7-point lead now is Bacolod Taitung High School. You know, kanina first set, medyo hirap pa sila eh. Ginagamay pa nila yung hawak sa bola and then how NU would play. So, I thought to myself that maybe that first set was kind of bit of a alay dito para malaman nila kung paano talaga gumalaw na yung NU given that they have a somehow different kind of setup in terms of the lineup.
Pero ngayon, Sam Cantada trying to switch things up for her team. Tinapik na lang ang bola, going for that off-speed para magulo ang depensa ng Bacolod Taitung High School. 6 points ang hinahabol dito ng Lady Bullpups.
Strong hit and a little bit of stare down there between Janeline Jacob and Ana Hermosura. See here in the replay, binantayan talaga tong si Ana Hermosura doon sa harap ni Janeline Jacob.
Yeah, parang tagal niyang nakatitig doon. With a block point on their end, Bulak choosing De Leon. Opportunity here for the Thunderbolts. Jan choosing De Leon. Second time around.
Harap likod, ready si De Leon with that A hit and a back attack. And we love to see the cheer coming from her mom.
Proud mom here for Donna De Leon. Taking that point the second time around. Future is bright for Donna De Leon as her team is on top here by 6 points. What a setup there from the middle for NU Nazareth School. Saila trying to adjust with that one. Peñol choosing.
Error by Rain Alonso. I think that setup was a little bit low for her.
7-point game here. Hermosura on deck to serve for Bacolod Taitung High School.
Have a little bit of exchange of libero here. We have Espinosa inside.
What a serve from Hermosura. Piñol, reverse setup. Choosing Cantada. Nabantayan na yan. Chansa para sa Thunderbolts. Over-receive though. Puntos para sa NU Nazareth School.
Janeline Jacob, strong defense on the net, but a little bit of collision there with Rain Alonso as we can see here in the replay. Nagsabong sila doon, Daphne.
Six-point game here, Sam Cantada. Trying also to step up for her team, pero kakailanganin niya rin ang tulong ng kanyang teammates dito. Syla.
Error. Hitting that to the antenna. But don't worry, no worries here for Taitung because they still have a 5-point lead.
Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Back-to-back points delivered here for NU Nazareth School. Kaya Coach Ayan, nagpatawag agad ng timeout dito. At ibabalik itong si Almendra Lejo some instructions on the side.
Yeah. And we need those reminders, you know, gentle reminders from the coaches during the timeout. Touching by Jan Rose Bulak. Kita mo, sinumbong pa siya ni Dailisan. Sinumbong pa siya ni Dailisan.
Nakaturo pa talaga eh. Kaya ngayon, Zrina, 4 points na lang. To tie things up here in the third set. Bulak choosing Almendra Lejo.
Alonzo guarding that. And, you know, she's one of those players who have a well-known blocking here in the UAAP girls and as well as Shakey's kasi she's one of those tall players.
NU Nazareth School on a run here in the third set. Sam Cantada remains consistent from the service area.
Good point coming from Sam Cantada, causing confusion on the defense and the reception of Bacolod Taitung. Para masakit yun, Daphne.
Sam Cantada's consistency in the service area providing a lot of problem here for Bacolod Taitung High School, down to a 2-point game.
Powerful, powerful service coming from Sam Cantada.
Only 1 point to tie things up here. That service went straight to Tomas, pero sobrang init para makontrol. Timeout muna tayo.
Don't worry. The only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Again, previous meetings po ng NU Nazareth School at Bacolod Taitung High School ay just last week ating 2025 palarong pambansa kung saan itong NCR, they were able to reclaim their title, spoiling that three-peat of the Western Visayas. Pero ngayon, Donna De Leon will take matters in her own hands. Great activation from Bulak from the middle. Gandang pag-stop dun sa run na ginawa ng NU Nazareth School.
And if you need somebody to pull out the strings on that momentum, it would be Donna De Leon. And back-to-back points by Donna De Leon from the service line.
Proud mom here for Donna De Leon's mother, present here, traveling all the way from their hometown to support her daughter. As right now, her team only needs 2 points to snatch the third set. 23 serving 20. First ball present here for the NU Nazareth School. Great angle, pero andun si Almendra Lejo. Opportunity here for NU Nazareth School. What a save! Bulak to Almendra Lejo. Nabantayan. Underhand setup. Hermosura from behind. That was too low.
The crowd is going wild, Daphne. And that was a very uncalled for error by Ana Hermosura, sending it straight to the net. Feeling ko yung intention niya dun actually was to do a roll shot.
Yeah.
Bitin na roll shot para makuha yung point.
Pero ngayon, 2 points. Para magtabla tayo, 23. Bartolome will deliver from the middle. Set point for Bacolod, Taitung High School.
Camila Bartolome diving head first into that blocking of NUNS and scoring a point for Bacolod Taitung. Grabe yung energy dinadala ng dalawang middle blockers from Taitung here in this game. And that is the way to end this set. Daphne.
Bacolod, Taitung High School securing set number 3 and giving NU Nazareth School 2 straight in a row, dropping itong another set dito sa ating finals game as Bulak right on the corner, scoring a point from the service area, 25-21.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on, we still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
And we had the set number 3 with 25-21. Bacolod Taitung High School getting that set and asserting dominance with a 2-set lead here in our championship game. Early on this set, Taitung right on the bat just showed a lot of energy and a lot of dominance on their side, creating good plays and capitalizing the efforts of Rose Almendrelejo, and as well as activating their very aggressive middles, Bartolome and De Leon. But we have to give credit also as well to NUNS since they gave a lot of hard hits that Tomas wasn't able to get. But in terms of error, NUNS still needs to work on that with 8 errors and both teams tying up on attacks. And it's quite nice to see that NUNS now is leading in terms of blocking, but Taitung has shown their dominance as well in terms of services, having 5 aces. Pleased to say, Taitung here has showed a lot of polished movements on their side, and this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken in Mojos now. Coming into this set, we have here a lot of dominance still. And that is a good point coming from Rose Almendrelejo. And I have seen here in Taitung is that as much as possible, they want to boost up the confidence of Rose Almendrelejo because since Palarong Pambansa, she has been playing a good game despite her injury and despite the fact that she has been sat out in one of the sets in Palarong Pambansa.
Palitan po
collision,
tayo
yeah.
ng puntos so far, but
A collision there that would send Almendrelejo lying on the floor. I hope she's okay. She's crying now, Daphne.
so there was a collision between Bulak and Almendralejo.
I think she got kneed on her shoulder, her left shoulder, and she has to be assisted.
She is in tears, holding on dito sa kanyang left shoulder.
I think nabigla lang. She's okay. She's okay. For the Rose Almendrelejo fans out there.
Nabigla, pero sakit yung natama yun sa kanya. But
Yeah.
look how her teammates is trying to cheer her up here. She is a pivotal player here for Bacolod Taitong High School.
You love the emotions that she's having. Parang pati siya hindi niya din maintindihan kung ano yung nararamdaman niya.
Yeah.
Sakit ba? Excitement ba?
Siguro ayaw niya na lang din indahin.
Yeah. Kasi this is a very... But Dailisan here taking advantage of that slight injury that Rose has experienced.
Retarget for Dailisan. Dailisan scoring a point from the service area. Tina-target itong si Almendralejo. Getting that first ball. Cantada. Opportunity here for the white shirts. Navarro reverses. Using the hands of the blockers. Tomas sacrificing her body as Almendralejo will struggle here in the fourth.
A little bit of mistiming there for Almendrelejo. Grabe, parang wala lang nangyari, Daphne, no?
Actually.
Back in action na siya ulit.
Adrenaline din, Jelena. She knows what's at stake here. In our finals game, Bulak jump sets, choosing Almendralejo. Cross court,
Cutting.
unbothered by
Yeah.
the pain.
Gabi, we gotta love that cut shot hit coming from the right side pin of the court, courtesy of Almendrelejo. Sinilip niya yung block eh.
Mukhang wala na ngang iniinda. Ito
Yeah.
si Rose Almendralejo. At service. Straight to Doroha.
Orleans Erneche getting a point for that. I think now that NUNS is down by two sets, they don't want to lose the energy and as well as the momentum here in our fourth set. Kasi if they lose this set, Daphne, Taitung will be crowned the champion of Shakey's.
No game 2 nor game 3. Isang game lang ang meron tayo dito as De La Peña will deliver from the middle.
Straight off from the bench, De La Peña delivers a powerful attack in the middle. And ito yun eh, yung tandem ni Jacob and ni De La Peña talaga yung ginamit nila in the recent UAAP stint that they had where they were crowned as champions.
What a drop there from Bertolano, confusing the defense of NU Nazareth School.
Good drop there, sending the defense of NU into a shamble. Even though Jacob was there, she wasn't able to get that with both of her hands.
But kudos din dito kay John Bulak. You know, you wouldn't really know kung kanino niya ibibigay
Yeah.
yung bola. Kaya nagkakaroon din ng mas mahirap in terms, mas nahihirapan sa depensa itong NU Nazareth School.
Misreception here by Dailisan and good target by Taitung, knowing that Dailisan is one of the few weak links of NUNS in terms of the defense and the reception.
1-point game dito sa ating fourth set. Underhand setup, Navarro. High ball, nabasa ni Bartolome. Bulak connecting to Hermosura.
Hermosura seeing that good angle, and Doroha had a hard time to receive that ball. Smart player, Ana Hermosura, pocketing it through.
First set nakuha po ng NU Nazareth School, but the second and third one, naagaw nitong Bacolod Taytong High School.
Have to greet again the viewers from the Visayas region. Maayong hapon and enjoy ka mo sa pagtanaw nyo diri subong sa amon sa Shakey's.
But some collision again underneath the net this time.
Harleen Cerneche
Cerneche and
feeling her calf right there.
crucial one there as Harleen Cerneche is the UAP Season 87 Finals MVP. See that one more time, what happened.
Oh, Bulak fell onto her leg, but showing good sportsmanship here, asking each other if they're okay. Cerneche, NU will be awarded the point.
6 serving 5. Lamang po ng isang puntos dito. Ang Bull Pops. Cerneche. Strong service.
Good angle by Alex Bertolano. She saw that Atasha Doroja was a little bit front forward already in that hit. Nahirapan siya kunin kasi mahaba yung palo eh.
How do you stop this fully loaded team? Talking about Bacolod Taytong High School.
And seeing to it, all of their encounters here in Shakey's have produced a lot of powerhouse players. You know, in their first encounter, it was a showdown between Robbie Cilia, Gian Chuatico, and we had Cortez, and also some of the players now who are in Ateneo. And the second time around that they have faced each other is this team right here, full of potential.
Baga, parang automatic may rivalry na sila nabubuo, no? Tapos tinuloy pa nila yun dito sa Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League.
Error setting in for NUNS. Harleen Cerneche needs to step up in this game kasi as early as the third set a while ago, the points that she has been contributing is actually mababa dun sa the usual niyang points na nilalaro.
Andito yung usual outing for Harleen Cerneche.
Good defense. Bulak was a little bit short for that.
And that would bring NU Nazareth School on top by a point. De La Peña off the bench. Scored earlier. Her first point here on this match.
De La Peña serving for NU.
8 serving 7. Fourth set na po tayo. Isang set na lang ang kailangan dito ng Bacolod Taytong High School.
Fashion statement kickback there after that hit. Gotta love that excitement of Donna De Leon. Seeing that open spot in front of Harleen Cerneche. She wasn't probably expecting that hit, you know. Kasi masyadong dikit yun sa front line area.
Ang ganda rin ng reverse setup doon ni Bulak para ibigay kay Donna De Leon ang puntos na yon. But that service, unfortunately, will sail out.
Error for Taytong, and now a chance, might be a chance for NUNS to pull away from Bacolod Taytong here.
Really nice story we're seeing here for our finals matchup. Last week lang, nire-represent na lang kanilang mga rehiyon, NCR, Western Visayas. Tapos, just a week, sila ulit ang magpapasiklaban dito sa ating Shakey's GVIL. Almendralejo using the hands of the blockers. Defense alive for NU Nazareth School. Chance to counter here for the Thunderbolts. They go to...
Who do you go to? Daphne, who do you go to? And it's Rose Almendralejo powering in the middle of that block. And Sam Cantada was just too stunned to get that ball.
Rising star indeed for Rose Almendralejo. Deadlock at 9 dito sa ating fourth set. John Bulak, main playmaker here on the side of Bacolod Taytong High School. They go to Jacob.
Jacob, error on that one. Might have been looking for a check ball, but it was a little bit wide.
Now it's 10 serving 9. If you're NU Nazareth School, hindi mo gugustuhin, nalalamang dito ang Bacolod Taytong High School dahil sila ang naghahabol ng isang set. If they want this to go to a 5th and deciding set up, what a denial there. Pero opportunity here for the white shirts.
Good check out by Denise Dailisa, taking advantage of that late block. As you can see, late yung blockers ng Taytong there. And it would really cause the trajectory of the ball to be a checkout.
Speaking of Dena Dailisan, she's on deck to serve for the white shirts, sending it straight to the net. Lucky break here for the Thunderbolts. Rose Almendralejo, deck to serve here.
Miscommunication. Nagkahiyaan ang papasa on the side of NUNS. But good service. Lightning fast serve of Rose Almendralejo.
Lamang po ng 2 puntos dito ang Bacolod Taytong High School. Timeout muna tayo.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
We are about to crown new champion dito sa ating Division 1 for our 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League.
And we really appreciate those who came out here to watch live and greet the viewers who are in the virtual world right now seeing and watching this game. Error and a good timeout called by the coach there.
Oh, it's Coach Carl. Lumakulangan on the side, guiding itong NU Nazareth School. Timeout muna ulit tayo dito.
It's Jacob serving for NU.
So, papasok muli itong si Dosaila. Papalitan itong si Almendralejo. Just a 1-point game dito sa ating 4th set. Bartolome, maatik puntos from the middle.
Good setup coming from Jan Rose Bulak to hit that sweet spot in the middle of the court of NUNS.
The Thunderbolts are up here by 2 points, 13 serving 11. Again, just one set to be crowned as our champions. Quick shoutout po sa lahat ng aming manonood sa aming live stream channels. 30,000 viewers out there. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat as we see an attack there coming from Sam Cantada.
Good attack coming from Sam Cantada, targeting the line of Taytong.
1-point game dito sa ating 4th set. Bulak trying to connect. Great dig. Underhand setup. They go to Sam again. Opportunity to counter here for the NU Nazareth School. Sam Cantada, the 3rd time around. Thomas nandoon. Gandang habol ang ginawa doon. Itong si Bulak. 4th attempt, purong work. De Leon.
De Leon with that power tip coming from the middle. And we actually saw a little bit of, discomfort on the side of Sam Cantada after her 3rd hit there.
But right now, we got another story coming from Mikey Abuek.
7 years, Donna De Leon has found a home in Bacolod, Taytong, and now on her last dance for the blue and white, she told me that if she were to rate how much she wants this win, it is definitely a 10 out of 10. Looking back on her journey for this squad, what really stuck with her is the character and discipline this program had instilled within her. And of course, she also wanted to leave a mark and be remembered for her funny banters, her closeness within her team teammates and how she will never give up to get that win. And let's see if these girls can finally mark their redemption successful.
Thank you so much, Mikey. In all business, Donna De Leon will do her all to get this redemption for Bacolod Taitung High School, especially ito na nga ang kanyang final dance for this team.
And you know, the bonding that you create with your teammates in volleyball is a different kind of attachment.
Right now, timeout will be called here. 4-point game.
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
11 big points already for Donna De Leon. Really leaving a mark here in our Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. And more importantly, for Bacolod Taitung High School. 4-point game dito sa ating fourth set. We go to Alonzo. Great pickup. Coming from the sila. Access denied. Sam Cantada.
Stare down from Sam Cantada. Right there with that solid block on the last sequence. You know, minsan lang tong mag-angas si Sam
Actually,
Cantada,
may
no?
sasabihin
Pero
ko.
parang pag nag-aangas na siya, grabe na yung dala niyang energy and having already 17 points, Daphne, grabe.
Although this time, that service went straight to the net. Pag tinitignan natin si Sam, most of the time, nakangiti talaga siya.
Yeah.
So kapag fierce na, you know,
Alam mo, she's gonna go down to business every time she has that serious face on.
right now, bigger challenge for NU Nazareth School because Almendralejo is back on action here in the fourth set. What a serve. Great angle we saw there for
One-
Dailisan.
One of the spikes that we have been missing is that attack right there coming from Denise Dailisan. Kasi kanina pa nabablock na siya ng Taitung eh. And all the sets that she has been receiving are a little bit low for her.
But so far, itong si Hermosura, meron na siyang 14 points dito sa larong ito.
So, it's good to know that the ball is well distributed on the side of Taitung.
Medyo nalunod. Doon sa setup na yon, itong si
Yeah.
Rose Almendralejo. That would mean down to a 2-point game.
And this is a panic on the side of NUNS here having a service specialist. Kasi kita mo naman talaga dito yung front row lineup ng Taitung. It would really need someone to be able to defend that ball. And right on cue, Samantha Koha contributes a point to NUNS.
What a serve there for Samantha Koha, challenging the floor defenders of Bacolod Taitung High School. 1-point deficit. Let's see if she could make it back-to-back service aces on her end. Not this time. De Leon with the help of the net. Great pickup.
Rain Alonzo pocketing it in the down-the-line area of Bacolod Taitung. And medyo langanin actually yung angulo niya eh. Tinwist niya pa yung katawan niya talaga.
Buhay pa rin po ang NU Nazareth School. Timeout muna tayo.
Hindi aabot ang data.
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Led by Alonzo. Tabla na po tayo at 17 here in our fourth set. Ang naghahabol po ng set dito ay itong NU Nazareth School.
Medyo kanina pinag-uusapan natin, Daphne, no, na hindi ganon kaingay si Alonzo every time na pinapapasok siya. Kasi we could feel somehow, you know, a little bit of anxiousness pa. But now that she has been inside the court for quite some time, lumabas na yung laro niya. But that was a smart play right there by Rosa Mendelejo, checking out on the hands of Rain Alonzo.
18, serving 17. We go to the middle. As Jacob will deliver from the middle. Tabla po tayo at 18.
Jeneline Jacob asserting dominance in the middle. Say, hindi lang naman si Donna De Leon and si Camila Bartolome ang may ano dito sa middle. Ako din, guys. Pansinin nyo naman ako.
Pero ngayon, babalik ang double substitution ni Coach Carl Navarro and Sir Neche will come back in and will try to be in command of the fourth set. Deadlock at 18. Bulak goes to Bartolome. Unfortunately, that will sail out.
Outside hit for Bartolome, but good angle. A great defense on the net by Dailisan.
One-point game here in the fourth set. Hermosura with that first ball. Jan to Rose. Over-received by Sam, and that would mean a point for the Thunderbolts. And that Smart Power Play was brought to you by Smart's Power All at 99. Load now. $19 is our score here. Navarro, as Jacob will not disappoint.
Credit to Sam Cantada on that perfect pass and good set by Ray Navarro.
That Smart Powered Up Play was brought to you by Smart's Power All at 99. Load now.
You can see here both teams, you know, when they have a good reception, it gets converted immediately.
Bartolome, sinubukan bumawi. Successful in that one. Palitan po tayo ng puntos from the middle.
They're trying to maximize their middle. I think nasa sense na ng both teams na medyo basa na din kasi yung open and opposite spikers nila eh.
$20 is our score here. Lucky break here for NU Nazareth School. Napasobra ang service doon.
Generally Nakob now on the service area. Now we're on the 20th point mark, Daphne. I think it's really important that the errors are, you know, to be avoided kasi malapit na eh. And if you are a team who wants to win this set, you really need to avoid those errors and double the effort in terms of the defense.
At Hermosura off the blockers from that hit. Ganda ng blockings dito nila De La Peña, but not a problem at all for Hermosura. Deadlock at 21. Substitution will be made here as Ramos will come in. Papalitan niya muna itong si Bartolome. So that's Janila Ramos, the sister also of Thea Ramos, who's now part of the UP Fighting Maroons. 21-all is our score. Great serve. Navarro underhand setup. Choosing Cantada. Jump set. Pero medyo nalunod itong si Bertolano. Puntos para sa NU Nazareth School.
Medyo bitin doon ang tama ni Bertolano. And, you know, now we're at the 22-21 mark. It's really up to both of the teams on kung sino talaga yung mas gusto tong manalo dito sa laro na to.
Indeed, it's all about who wants it more here in our fourth set.
Sa line ball for Harleen Cerneche.
Misread by the floor defense of Bacolod Taitong High School.
Good contact and miss calculation there on the side of Taitung.
Lamang na po ng 2 puntos dito ang NU Nazareth School. Great serve. Thomas was there. We go to the middle. Pick up by Cerneche. Cantada. Going for that powerful attack. Hermosura with that celebration. Much needed point for her team.
Ana Hermosura powering through that block of De La Peña and Navarro. You know, NUNS now is in a disadvantage since their setter is in front and a powerful spiker is also in front against Bacolod Taitung High School.
First ball present there, Navarro. Choosing Cantada, adjusting to that setup. Bulak. Hermosura. Again, back-to-back points for her. Tabla tayo at 23.
Ana Hermosura exerting all of the effort that she has and all of the power to tie things up at 23. NUNS now is in trouble. If this keeps on going, Taitung will really take this game.
Although that's going to be a crucial service error there on the side of Bertolano, bringing a set point opportunity for NU Nazareth School. Timeout muna tayo.
Fuel your peak with the right hydration, with the right minerals. Summit Natural Drinking Water. Rise to the summit.
Aside from this intense matchup we're witnessing for our 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League, syempre ngayon po nagko-compete din itong Alas Pilipinas kontra Mongolia for the ABC Women's Volleyball Nations Cup. So, good luck po, syempre, sa Alas Pilipinas. Most of those players naglalaro din sa ating Shakey's Super League. At syempre, parte din doon si Shiny Tura, our MVP last season.
We have to commend during those times na and that is an outside for Sam Cantada. Costly error here.
So we are going to an extended set. Deadlock tayo at 24.
Excitement just keeps on piling up here in this game.
Quality finals matchup we're seeing here for our finals. This is Division 1. Bulak choosing Almendra Lejo off the blockers.
Almendra Lejo sending Bacolod Taitung now to championship point with that very aggressive and powerful hit coming from the open.
Championship point para sa Bacolod Taitung High School. A chance to redeem themselves here in the 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. What a serve.
Denise Dailisan will cut the celebration with that powerful hit as well coming from the open.
Then Dailisan fearless in that hit, challenging mismo itong si Tomas, the libero of Bacolod Taitung High School. Tabla po tayo at 25. De La Peña with a crucial service. Bulak choosing De Leon. Overshooting down one. Bonus point para sa mga nakaputi.
De Leon sends that outside and gives a chance here for NUNS. De La Peña now with a lot of pressure on their side.
Second, the set point opportunity po para sa NU Nazareth School. De La Peña again with that massive service. Almendra Lejo!
Powerful C attack coming from the open. Seeing Rose Almendra Lejo. Seeing that good angle. Targeting De La Peña.
Bartolome will come back in here for her squad. Tabla po tayo at 26. Navarro goes to Dailisan.
Line. Ball. for Denise Dailisan. Third set point here for NUNS. If I were them, I would finish this now, not give Taitung the momentum. But you gotta love the energy coming from Ana Hermosura telling her teammates, kapit lang.
Third set point opportunity po para sa NU Nazareth School, but that will be a crucial call here.
Ray Navarro stepping on the line. Na-feel niya na siguro yung pressure dito. A few reminders from Coach Ian.
Bagong kampiyon po ang matutuklasan natin dito sa ating 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. We go to the middle.
Jen Jacob still asserting dominance in the middle. And Ana Hermosura was actually a little bit stunned with that hit right there. Hindi siya actually ganun ka-ready, no?
Who wants this set more? NU Nazareth School, fourth opportunity in set point. Bulak kneeling setup. Opportunity here for the white shirts. They go to Sam. Dailisan was there for that pickup. Adjust. Opportunity here for Bacolod Taitung. Rose adjusting to that one. Sweet spot. Just the perfect point to tie things up here.
Rose Almenjoleo is getting hyped up here right now. And it's making me uneasy in my seat, actually, Daphne.
28 all is our score here. Crucial service.
Outside for Rose Almendralejo.
Extend pa sa extend to, Jelena, for our fourth set.
Jen Jacob now.
29 serving 28. Bulak goes to the middle. Not the strongest hit for Bartolome. Cantada meanwhile!
Sam Cantada sends us into an extended match here. And Daphne, I guess that answers our question. NUNS really wanted this set more.
Sam Cantada wrapping things up. Tama na daw yung 5 opportunities doon sa set point na yon. Tatapusin niya na. Taking business. 2 blockers right in front of her. But what a quality matchup we're seeing here for our finals game dito sa Division 1. We're going to our 5th and final deciding set. 30-28 ang ating score.
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on, we still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
27, 25, 16, 25, 21, 25, 30, and 28. Tabla po tayo ng tig-2 set. as we are going to our first ever fifth setter dito sa ating Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Several times na nagtabla itong dalawang kapunan doon sa ating fourth set, but who wanted it more? Janina, sabi nga natin it was NU Nazareth School.
And what do you expect with both powerhouse teams coming into the championship is a quality match. Siyempre, hindi papayag both teams na may mas straight or matapos to sa loob ng 4 na set. But we really need to commend Rose Almendralejo, already scoring 29 big points within the 4 sets that they have played here against NUNS. And makikita natin dito na lamang talaga yung Taitung when it comes to attacks, and NU naman played a dominant role in terms of the blocks, but it all boils down to the errors that Taitung has committed.
Then Lisan scoring big buckets here for her team. And this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Bojo's now. Buckle your seatbelts. Final set po tayo dito sa ating finals matchup in the Division 1. Again, Denday Lisan already with 18 points here on this game. Navarro, the main playmaker here for Coach Carl.
Grabe, Daphne. 5th set na, but the same energy and the same force that Rose Almendralejo has exhibited in the first set is still there.
30-point mark for Rose Almendralejo. The rising star here for Bacolod Taitung High School. Dailisan with that first ball. Siya ang papalo dito, pero andun si Tomas. Bulak, choosing her Mosura from behind. Jacob, this time, andun ang blocking sa Bacolod Taitung High School.
Rose Almendralejo with that missed timing, and Jan Rose Bulak with that missed set to Rose Almendralejo.
Up by a point itong NU Nazareth School. You know, this is actually a better start we are seeing here for NU Nazareth School, because if I'm not mistaken, dun sa mga first few sets, Jelina, medyo slow start talaga sila. Usually, Bacolod Taitung agad yung lumalamang. Reverse setup, Almendralejo from the right pin. Chance here for Bacolod Taitung High School.
Sometimes at this point, Daphne, we're forgetting that we're watching high school volleyball because the quality of the game is really high.
Mukhang makakalimutan nga natin na high school to, especially with Jacob and that powerful hit from the middle.
Forceful hit sending Tomas to sit down on that hit right there.
Crucial 2-point lead here on the side of NU Nazareth School. Sarenche using the hands of the blockers. Bulak to Almendralejo of the blockers.
Rose Almendralejo powering through 2 blockers in front of her, as if she sees nothing or no one in front of her when she's spiking the ball. Wala kang kabang nararamdaman eh.
31 big points here for Rose Almendralejo. They are behind by a point. Chance to tie things up. Cantada with the first ball. Siya rin ang papalo dito. Bulak with that pickup. What an angle there for her Mosura. Opportunity to counter here for the Thunderbolts. Reverse set up. All alone. Bertolano delivers.
Single block, no problem for Alex Bertolano. And you could see how she already anticipated that the ball was going to be given to her.
What a setup there coming from Jana Bulak. Just when we thought na laging nasa left field din. Gandang bigay doon for Bertolano. We are tied at 3. Doroha with that first ball. Cantada.
Cantada takes the check ball. And you know that bantay ka na eh. Bantay ka na ng both blockers sa Taitung. So, the least that you could do or look for as of now is a check ball for you to get that point for NUNS.
Speaking of NUNS, sila po ang lamang dito ng isang puntos. Pero ngayon, makibalita muna tayo kay Mike Yabuek.
Frustration was seen from Coach Ayan Macriola during the huddle before this set, but looking at the faces of the girls from Bacolod, they seemed calm and relaxed, just telling each other na 1 point at a time nga lang daw. Meanwhile naman, on the other side of the court, the Lady Bullpups were all eager to put and not waste this opportunity. Sabi nga nila ay gagawin lang nila ang trabaho nila upang makuha ang panalo. Tingnan natin sino nga ba ang aangat at sino ang makakakuha ng corona.
Thank you so much, Mikey. Hard to tell so far dahil tabla tayo at 4. Ando na ang panghinayang nila doon sa 4th set na yon, but better outing is expected for Bacolod Taitung High School here in the 5th set. Bulak choosing Hermosura.
Stare down at the net right there. Ana Hermosura. Such confidence you can see in that hit. And Atasha Doroha was just late with that coverage.
Bacolod Taitung High School in the upper hand here by just a point. Ito yung unang pagkakataon. Nalalamang sila dito sa ating 5th set. Underhand setup, choosing Cantada.
Sam Cantada pointing to the hit where the ball landed right there. And you know what an edge of Sam Cantada is, aside from being a strong hitter or a strong attacker, she's also one of the smartest players that we have seen in this league.
Kita mo sa kanya yung maturity niya, yung growth niya as well dito sa ating tournament. Bulak, choosing Hermosura again, this time guarded at the net. Second time around, off speed. Cantada, cross score! Tinuro pa!
You're gonna love how that ball sounded, Daphne.
And that smart powered up play was brought to you by Smart's Power All at 99. Load now at may load nga ang palo na yon from Sam Cantada.
That was the second time around that she hit that corner and Taitung wasn't able to defend that ball still.
Time to address that spot for Bacolod Taitung High School.
Service ace, courtesy of the team captain, Harleen Sarneche.
Crucial and biggest lead so far here in our 5th set. Timeout will be called.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Lamang po ng 2 puntos dito ang NU Nazareth School after being behind. At ngayon po, 5th set, deciding one as De Leon will deliver from the middle.
De Leon, keyword, elevation. Grabe ang hang time ni De Leon. Every time she's being set up in a ball, ang hirap basahin kung saan niya dadalhin eh. Kasi may advantage siya doon na tumatagal siya sa hangin.
Again, one of the seniors, itong si Donna De Leon for Bacolod Taitung High School. She wants to end this on a high note for her team. Bulak, jump sets, choosing Hermosura. You know, she has been the main scorer so far simula nung latter part ng 4th set, pati dito sa ating final set.
Well, I think Daphne, one of the advantages that Ana Hermosura carries with her is the experience. Sobrang dami mo ba namang ligang nilaruan na might it be a regional or even national, madami ka talagang matutunan and the confidence that you have is very high.
Speaking of, Ana Hermosura again and again for Bacolod Taitung High School.
Having now a change court.
3 straight points for the Thunderbolts as we will be switching sides. Bigla na lang po lumamang dito na isang puntos. Again, for our Division 1, NU Nazareth School kontra Bacolod Taytong High School. Pero nakita naman natin itong De La Salle pa winning over EAC earlier. At sila nga po ang ating bronze medalist for our 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League.
Stating that De La Salle pa has won their game earlier, could this be a repeat of the podium finish of Palarong Pambansa, or would there be a different turnout this time?
Redemption mode on para sa side ng Bacolod Taytong High School. 3 straight points on their end. But for Coach Carl, he'll be needing more time to talk things for his girls. Time out muna tayo.
The fun goes
From era to era to era. With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
Lamang po na isang puntos dito ang Bacolod Taytong High School. And they're just 7 points away from securing a gold medal finish for their team. They're looking to redeem themselves after that heartbreaking loss in the Palarong Pambansa, a silver medal finish in the 2024 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. But it's gonna be a hard challenge to wrap things up kung meron kang samkantada for NU Nazareth School.
And definitely, if you have Sam Cantada on your squad and a Denise Dailisan and Harleen Cerneche, if you're the playmaker, you would really have a hard time kasi kanino mo ibibigay yung bola.
Tabla po tayo sa 8 dito sa ating 5th and final set. Chance to execute a play for the Thunderbolts. Thomas sending it straight to Bulak. De Leon, great pickup for the white shirts. Medyo nagrambulan pa sila doon. That would mean another opportunity here for the Thunderbolts. They go to her Masura, using the hands off the blocker. Successful on that one.
An error that has been converted into a point by a touching in the net of NUNS. And if I were NUNS right now, I would be very extra careful with the next move that I will be able to do. Kasi you're already on the 8th mark and that's almost nearing the end of the match.
Hermosura delivers from the service. Bulak choosing Almendralejo, but that was way too long.
Ready way over the line for Rose Almendralejo.
Really see her intention on that one, going for that cross court. Napasobra lang talaga. But ngayon, Koha papasok sa loob. That's gonna be a crucial move on the side of Coach Carl. Tabla po tayo at 9.
Samantha Koha, just when she was needed the most by NUNS, delivers here. And I think the purpose that they want to put in Sam Koha at this point is the threat that Rose Almendralejo is actually in front. So that whenever she counters an attack, there would be someone to defend that hit.
Thomas with that first ball. And Rose Almendralejo will immediately respond there for Coach Ayan, tying things up here at 10.
Narinig ata ako ni Rose.
Kaya,
Sabi dadalhin niya cross
sinasabi
court.
mo,
Sinasabi mo
Janina?
cross court. Ito, may down the line sa harap ko.
Really a wise player here talking about Rose Almendralejo. Donna De Leon, object to serve. Massive one. Cross court. That wouldn't work. Hermosura, Justing. Free ball para sa mga nakaputi.
Denise Dailisan sending Camila Bartolome. A heavy hit. Grabe na paupo si Bartolome actually dun sa palo ni Dailisan. You could see there, inabsorb niya yung force na anong meron doon sa bola ni Dailisan. And you gotta commend that substitution by Coach Carl, you know, seeing that Rey Navarro was already, you know, being exhausted. So she took her out for a moment and replaced Cheska Peñol.
Quality minutes we saw there. Back-to-back points here for NU Nazareth School. Lalamang na po sila dito ng 2 puntos.
2 points left for NUNS.
Right now, papatawag ng timeout si Coach Ryan.
The fun goes
From era to era to era. With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Shakey's creamy spinach pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
Back-to-back points produced here by NU Nazareth School, and they are just 3 points away from earning their first ever championship here in the 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. 12 serving 10.
On the service line, that was Rey Navarro, who was not ready with that attack coming from Rose Almendralejo.
Tapik-tapik na lang para dito kay Rose Almendralejo. Great call for time there for Coach Ryan. And signaling itong si Bulak with that hand gesture pointing on his head. Ngayon, 1 point to tie things up. What a serve there coming from John Bulak. Great pickup from Tomas.
What do you expect when the ball is given to Rose Almendralejo? 101% attack efficiency on that hit right there.
Right after that call, timeout by Coach Ayan. Back-to-back points. Ngayon, Coach Carl naman.
From era to era to era. With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Shakey's creamy spinach pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
After being on top by 2 points, talking about NU Nazareth School, Almendralejo delivering 2 straight points after that timeout called by Coach Ayan. Kaya si Coach Carl naman, kinailangan yung oras na yun. Sino ang lalamang? Tabla po tayo 12. Navarro. What an angle there for Denay Lisan.
Denise Lisan, another problem for Bacolod Taitong here. Gotta love how she saw that angle and took advantage.
Great serve. Coming from Dailisan. They go to Almendralejo.
Rose Almendralejo powering. I think it didn't even touch the block of NUNS during that time. And it just went straight into the line.
Deadlock at 13. Wala pong sumusuko dito sa ating 5th set. 35 big points for Rose Almendralejo.
Outside. And we will be going to the championship point here. Daphne, will NUNS bag it up? Or Taitung will extend the set?
Substitution made here, De La Peña. They need a taller lineup for Coach Carl Di Mocolangan squad. Championship point po tayo, 14-13. Tomas challenged by that first ball, Hermosura.
And NUNS will replay or repeat the podium finish here from Palarong Pambansa, getting that championship point and getting this match, Daphne. Wow, definitely that was one of the most exciting matches that we had here in Shakey's.
Huge congratulations for the NU Nazareth School for creating their own history dito sa ating 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Past 2 seasons, they never reach a podium finish dito sa ating tournament. But right now, they are on a winning streak from all the tournaments that they have been joining.
And you gotta love the emotions coming from both teams. It just goes to show that they really gave this their best try and best effort and best shot. And you know, it's never an easy feat to be able to go into a match that has a 5-set.
To lead after being down by 2 sets para sa kupunan ng NU Nazareth School. All of their sacrifices, their hard work paid off in today's match.
And salute to Bacolod Taitung High School, you know, coming from that loss in Palarong Pambansa, they really showed us that this is the comeback that they were looking for. It might not have been, you know, the best result of them having the championship, but they really showed us a really, really good fight. And I know that the people from Bacolod City is really proud of them with what they showed here in today's game.
Really see emotions are high for both of these squads, especially dun sa mga seniors nitong mga koponan na ito. Huge congratulations for both of these teams. Really quality matchup we saw para sa ating Division 1.
You know, seeing in our screens such emotions, and we really know that this was a good fight right here. It's just that NU had the advantage of experience, you know, being a champion in Palarong Pambansa, the recent UAP, and I guess that completes their Grand Slam here for this season.
No redemption on the side of Bacolod Taitung High School, but NU Nazareth School just really proving to us kung anong meron sila para dito sa ating 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Again, we got new champions para sa ating Rising Stars Cup. It's gonna be National University Nazareth School. Congratulations for Coach Carl Di Mukulangan and the rest of his coaching staff. Mga seniors natin, mga bagong satak din.
Yes.
Para po sa ating final scores, 27-25, 16-25, 21-25, 30-28, and 15-13. New champions, NU Nazareth School.
Don't worry, be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on, we still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
For our final scores, 27-25, 16-25, 21-25, 30-28, 15-13. New champions will be crowned here for our 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League Rising Stars Cup. Now, this MVPs of the match is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Let's first talk about this player who really stood up from the very beginning. Itong si Sam Cantada.
And I think she definitely deserves this MVP of the match. But, you know, she couldn't have done this alone, Daphne, but with the help as well of Denise Dailisan. Both of them, their tandem really gave us a good fight here, and that both of them really asserted a lot of effort, and the bravery and the leadership that we were looking for, they embodied it all throughout the game.
Gandang duo na meron itong si Coach Carl Di Makulangan. Talked about then the Ilisan during the crucial parts of the game. Siya
Yes.
talaga yung nag-deliver.
Yes.
Nakita mo yung leadership niya, yung maturity niya inside the court.
And as I was saying earlier, when the team needed her the most, she really showed up. Kasi in the first part of the game, hindi naman siya masyadong rinig na rinig. It was about Sam Cantada, Harleen Cerneche. But when the team was at the crucial point, she really showed up.
And right now, our MVPs of the match is with Mikey Abueg.
Double the power, doble nga ang saya, and this power duo came through and showed up here in the finals matchup. Your champions, Sam Cantada and Denise Dailisan, both seniors from the NU Nazareth School. Let's start with you, Sam. Sam, you made the shift and joined NU for this season. And how happy are you na ito yung na-achieve nyo?
I'm so happy because God gave me this opportunity to help NU po. And sobrang hindi po talaga madali na lumipat po ng school. And sobrang daming challenges po talaga ni Lord na binigay po sa amin para tumibay po kami. And yun nga po, sobrang saya po namin lahat kasi ewan ko, saya po talaga namin. Kasi grabe po yung pagod namin. Galing pa po kaming palaro. Tapos every game, all out po talaga. Always ko sila nire-remind na walang mawawala naman sa atin kung anong maging resulta na ito. Wala naman po mawawala sa amin. Kasi hindi naman po, yung character namin, hindi naman po yung mga tao nakakapagpa-define kung sino po kami. Yun po.
At sabi mo nga, sobrang dami niyong sacrifices and it all paid off today. Sabi mo, sobrang saya mo. Can you explain paano nga, ganong kasaya ka?
Baka sumigaw ako dito. Joke lang po. Sobrang saya talaga! Lord! Thank you, Lord, talaga!
Really, all emotions from Sam Cantada. And now with you naman, Denise Dailisan. You guys were down by 2-1. And hindi kayo nagpatalo, hindi kayo nagpatinag, at pinakita nyo ang totoong puso ng isang champion. Ano nga bang tumatakbo sa isip nyo during those times?
Siyempre given na po na pagod po kami kasi nga po, galing po kami ng palaro and tuloy-tuloy po yung laro po namin and super thankful po kami kasi nabigyan po kami ng chance maglaro, kami po mga seniors. Kasi last time po hindi po kami naglaro kasi meron po kaming tournament. And thank you kay Lord, yun lang. And thank you.
And ayan nga, nakompleto nyo yung Grand Slam dito from UAAP to Palarong Pambansa and now Shakey's. Anong fulfillment yung nararamdaman mo?
Super fulfilled. Masaya kasi triple gold kami this year which is we didn't expect talaga na makakamit namin ngayon. Okay.
And now, is there anyone that you would like to greet?
Yun nga po, syempre, thank you kay Lord kasi binigay po sa amin tong panalo na to. And thank you sa mga nagsusupport po sa NU community po. And kay Sir Bing po na palagi po nandyan po para sa amin. And sa mga coaches and sa mga teammates ko na kahit grabe yung challenges, hindi tayo nagpatinag doon. And sa family ko po na nanonood po ngayon, kay mama po, kay tatay, and sa lolo ko po, sa kapatid ko, sa lahat, friends. Yun po. Thank you po.
For me naman po, ilang mama dyan sa bahay na nanonood. Ewan ko lang kung totoong nanonood kayo. Thank you po sa inyo community, sa manager namin, si Sir Bing. Thank you po dahil nandiyan po kayo palagi para supportahan po kami. And to the Balusong Boys, shout out.
And there you have it, Denise Dailisan and Sam Cantada, your MVPs of the match. Balik sa inyo, Daphne and Jelena.
Thank you so much, Mikey Abueg. And once again, huge congratulations for Sam Cantada. At syempre, kay Den Dailisan and to the rest of the NU Nazareth School. But for our Lady Bullpups, it wasn't an easy journey from the Palarong Pambansa. Sunod-sunod nga yung nangyari sa kanila. They never dropped a set. They became undefeated from their pool sa Division 1. tinalo din nila ang Adamson University in straight sets during the quarterfinals. At ito, finally, most awaited finals appearance para sa kanila. At more importantly, sila ang ating bagong kampiyon.
And we seen how much effort, and yun nga sabi ni Sam Cantada and ni Denise Tailisan, they're just really, really happy and praise the Lord for this winning streak that they have, that which they didn't really expect. Kasi syempre, tao din naman sila and they know na napapagod din sila eventually.
But the soul of NU Nazareth School, especially in terms of the floor defense, right now she is with Mike Yabuek.
Tash Doroha, the libero of the NU Nazareth School. Tash, ano nga ba yung naging pinakamalaking challenge mo personally in this game and this whole season?
Personally po, yung biggest challenge po sa akin is kung paano ko po bibigyan ng positive mindset yung sarili ko po. Kasi yun nga po, sinasabi kanina na sobrang pagod po talaga kami, physically, mentally, pero tanging makakakapit po kami sa spiritual namin. So we pray talaga kay Lord na, you know, fill us up, strengthen us, kasi sobrang hirap po na tuloy-tuloy po yung games. And yun po.
At kitang-kita naman talagang pinatibay nga ang team nyo. And now, is there anyone that you would like to greet?
Hello po kay Mama! Tsaka po yun sa family ko po. Tapos, sa mga dati ko pong teammates from Bethel Academy, Bethel Fam, I love you guys! Tapos, sa Cavite po, lahat ng mga supporters po ng NU, maraming salamat po.
And there you have it, Tash Doroha. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Mike Yabuek. Again, congratulations for Atasha helping her team here. We saw how she was literally everywhere for her team, supporting Navarro para maging madali yung playmaking niya. At kanina nga, itong De La Salle pa, sila ang nakakuha ng bronze medal finish para sa ating Division 1 for our 2025 Shakey Girls Volleyball Invitational League Rising Stars Cup, and automatic na silver itong side ng Bacolod Taitong High School. Actually, back-to-back last year, kinapos din sila kontra Adamson University. And coming up next naman po, it's time to award our individual winners. At syempre, para po sa ating mga podium finishers, huwag po kayo alis para po sa ating awarding ceremony.
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on, we still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
My future.
Right? What's a plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Now it's time to check out our Smart Powered Up plays brought to you by Smart's Power All at 99 with 10 gig of data, only access to Facebook or TikTok, plus unlimited calls and text to all. Load now. Set number 1, strong start para sa Bacolod Taitong High School, pero nung huli, nanalo pa rin itong NU Nazareth School.
Actually, medyo malayo pa yung gap in terms of the scores here for NU and Bacolod Taitong High School, which we had is 25-27 to end the set. But in set number 2, pinakita talaga ng Taitong kung gaano nila kagusto manalo. setting the tone right for their team, asserting dominance and maximizing the playmaking of Jan Rose Bulak, giving it to Rose Almendrelejo, who I think ended up with 33 points here in this match alone.
Nakita natin paano nag-step up talaga si Rose Almendrelejo. Also, Donna De Leon as one of the seniors for her team. Everyone actually, including itong si Bartolome from the middle. But kudos dun sa naging ball distribution talaga ni Jan Bulak, activating all of her spikers during set number 2.
And it continued to set number 3, wherein Taitong just kept on giving us a power showdown, taking the set with a lot of dominance as well. Yung parang nahihirapan na during that time yung NUNS on what they're going to do next kasi basang-basa na sila ng Taitong. And here naman nakita natin nag-step up dito si Hermosura, si De Leon, and Bartolome from the middle. It was a battle of the middles, you could say, this set right here in set number 3.
Pero Janina, nakita rin natin how itong si Rhea May Tomas struggled,
Yes.
the libero of Bacolod Titung's high school. But here in the 4th set, we thought actually that itong Bacolod Titong High School will try to wrap things up already. We saw a lot of confidence, so much energy on their end. Pero yung aura talaga ng NU Nazareth School, medyo a bit shaky pa. Parang they were actually a bit of in doubt. Pero we saw how the seniors really stood their ground. Sila yung nag-control na larong yun. Talking about Sam Cantada, Denday Lisan. They know what's at stake. At alam nila na dadalhin nila yon into a 5th and deciding set.
We really saw how Denise Dailisan and Sam Cantada powered through the 4th set as well as the 5th set, kung saan talaga kinailangan si Denise Dailisan. Doon siya nagpakita ng kanyang power, maturity, and the decision-making inside the court. She was just not doing hard hits, but as well as well-thought-of roll shots and drop-offs to help the team. And of course, we have to commend Samantha Koha also for being a service specialist and delivering a good service ace during a time of, the momentum is to be caught.
And Janina, for our final scores, 27-25, 16-25, 21-25, 30-28, 15-13. It goes to show kung gaano kahaba at kaganda ang matchup na to para makuha ang bagong kampiyon. Now, let's take a look at our stats.
And we can see here that Taitong nga naman talaga ang lamang sa attacks. But then, grabe yung defense ang kinontribute ni Atasha Doroha. And in terms of blocking, it's almost the same we have here for Taitong and NUNS. In aces naman, nagpakita ng dominance yung NUNS. But in terms of error, of course, I think NU has polished their movement more here in this tournament compared to their palarong pambansa stint, and as well as the additional key players here for Bacolod Taitong High School that contributed as well to their great numbers in attacks.
Not just a history para sa koponan ng National University Nazareth School dahil sila ang kauna-unahan natin. Actually, ito yung kauna-unahang championship nila dito sa ating 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Let's take a look and have a glimpse of our podium finishers for this season. For our Division 1, kampiyon po ang National University Nazareth School. Silver medalist po natin ulit itong Bacolod Taitong High School. Bronze medalist naman po natin itong De La Salle pa. For our Division 2, champions itong Damascola International School. They are our inaugural champs. Silver medalist naman po Everest International Academy. And for our bronze medal finisher, we have Immaculate Concepcion Academy. Huge congratulations po sa lahat ng koponan, sa lahat din po ng sumuporta para sa ating 2025 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League Division 1, Division 2. What a way to celebrate itong 50th anniversary ng Shakey's. At wag po kayong aalis because coming up next is our awarding ceremony. Thank you all so much.